All right, welcome into the Daily Fix on a Thursday, every day right here, 12 o'clock Central, the Daily Fix with your guy, Ron Hughley, there in the little box along for the ride, the little box where he rightfully deserves to be. That is Steven Serta, who rolls with us every single day. All right, first things I need you to do. One, if you are listening to us on Twitter, hello, we appreciate you and hope you enjoy yourself. There you go. Good hi. Tell people, tell your friends, many of your friends. If you're listening to us on YouTube, we appreciate you as well. However, you're taking us in, please, I ask that you go to our YouTube page, Foolish Club Media, which presents the Daily Fix every day. Go to Foolish Club Media, like and subscribe. We are the fastest, slowest growing digital show there is on the marketplace, but please help us out. Like and subscribe. Remember, if you do not, you are preventing my three children from eating. And they had softball and t-ball games last night. And so if you don't want them to eat, it's on you. Not going to hold you long. A few things we got to get to. We got to get to the story of the day. That is Shannon Sharpe nailing somebody on air. We have to get to that because I think the undertold part of this whole nastiness is something that we need to address. Also, boy, I love. Black love, Latino love, white love, black on white love, Latino on white love, Latino on black love, Asian on white love, Asian black love, whatever love, alien love. I love love. And I feel like we're seeing it right before our very eyes with one of our favorite sons. But where I want to start, and I apologize to any ethnic groups that I left out. I love your love as well. Muslim love, Jewish love. I love all love together. Muslim on black, Jewish on black. Sometimes Muslim on black is the same thing, but I love all your love. But where I want to start here, Steve, I was really kind of touched by something you said yesterday about the Bengals. I told you I still have PTSD with the Bengals, and you said you're not there anymore. You didn't see it. You didn't see what everybody's talking about. And I think the place that has to start is Joe Burrow. And I've been asking myself since, what is Joe Burrow? Because Steve, the real thing, the reason why I have PTSD or why the Bengals are the only team that I fear is because Joe Burrow. I just feel like Joe Burrow, in my mind, the Joe Burrow I know and see is the guy who is unbothered by Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs, no matter where it's played, if it's Arrowhead or it's in wherever the hell their stadium is called in Cincinnati. It doesn't matter. He is unfazed and he makes plays. And the times that they have played, the majority of the time, Steve, just straight up, but spade to spade, he has outplayed Patrick Mahomes. But, man, we got to look at it, man. Last year he had the injury. This year he doesn't appear to be able to grab and squeeze water bottles by himself. He's flexing his wrist throughout. What is Joe Burrow? Is Joe Burrow still the guy that I have in my mind? Is Joe Burrow – do you think it's disrespectful to Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson that many people like myself have Joe Burrow as the clear-cut second best quarterback in the league? A lot of it has to do because he walked in Arrowhead and beat Patrick Mahomes. I think I am still there, but I have to admit I've got to readjust this. And I think that is a question going into this game and going to the rest of the way is, what is Joe Burrow? Is he still the guy that many of us see in our minds that we become fearful of? If you listen to the show with BK later on, BK was scared to death of Joe Burrow, and I understand it. What is Joe Burrow? I think that's a major question, not just Sunday, but the rest of the way for the Chiefs.
Well, I think throughout his career, Joe Burrow has performed well in big games and in big moments.
Absolutely.
And that's something that goes back to college with him as a player. Like, he is a very talented quarterback, but it does seem like this whole Joe Burrow is the second best quarterback in football, or the debate between like Joe Burrow versus Josh Allen or Lamar, all stems from him beating the Chiefs in the playoffs. Like all stems from him winning over Patrick Mahomes, but he's nowhere close to Patrick Mahomes' stratosphere. Like nobody is in the NFL right now in terms of quarterback. But as far as like just strictly play, like Lamar's a 2-time MVP. What Josh Allen does on a football field, like he absolutely carried the Bills last week. Like I don't think that Joe Burrow does anything close to what those guys do on a weekly basis and what they bring to their teams. That's not diminishing who Joe Burrow is as a quarterback, but I do think that it's a little bit ridiculous that we're putting him in that conversation because I don't think that he has done anything close to that.
So you don't think
Joe Burrow's never even sniffed an MVP award?
So you don't think Joe Burrow is should be the second best quarterback, thought of as the second best quarterback in the league? And do you still think that Joe Burrow is the same Joe Burrow that beat the Chiefs 3 out of 4 times?
I have to see more from him post this wrist injury because it's a tough thing to come back from before I'm willing.
So clearly with your
I think he's a top 5 quarterback, but I don't think he's in the same ballpark right now as Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson.
You don't think he's in the same ballpark?
No.
See, I get that's why I'm throwing out the question of what is he, and I'm it's hard for me to get that out. I am conceding right now that maybe this Joe Burrow, and I think you brought up the wrist thing as a part of it, is not the same Joe Burrow that has walked in against the Chiefs and beat them 3 out of 4 times, including the postseason, and the one game that is a loss is a tight game that could have gone either way. I'm conceding that, but boy, I don't know. I think he's most definitely in the ballpark of those guys. I just don't know what he is right now after this wrist thing. All right. The VMAs were last night, and this budding love is so beautiful between Taylor and Travis Kelce. Yeah, I do. As I said, I love all kinds of love. I don't love the look that Travis is going with. He seems to be just saying, I'll try anything and try to be, as you said last week, a trendsetter. I don't like it. I hope the trend doesn't start. But last night she accepted an award at the VMAs. And by the way, a quick timeout. When is the last time you watched the VMAs? I didn't even know that the VMAs was a thing still. I didn't even know they made music videos. I went to MTV one day a couple of weekends ago, and it was ridiculousness on for 4 consecutive days. It was the only I literally went through and I said, I'm not gonna stop until another show comes on. And it was on all day Friday, all day Saturday, all day Sunday, and the half of Monday. It was all ridiculousness. So I don't even know if they're showing videos anymore. But anyway, here was her acceptance speech.
That I'll always remember is that when I would finish a take and I'd say cut and we'd be done with that take, I would always just hear like someone like cheering and like woo, like from across the studio where we were shooting it, and that one person was my boyfriend Travis.
He is laying it down, man. God, he is laying it down. You know he is, Steve. Hey, man. Hey, we got to be getting close, right? We got to be getting close to him grabbing the knee, right? I mean,
it's been a year.
I don't know. This is growing. Come on, man. We gotta be. You don't think we're close? You don't think we're inside? You don't think we're inside of a year in him grabbing the knee? I think we're close.
It seems like they're very much in love. And so, yeah, maybe we are close. Maybe they got to get through the football season. I don't know. When's the next leg of the Eras tour? Is that thing ever going to end? It feels like it's been going for 4 years now.
Who cares? I'm just saying, man, he's got to grab some knee. One of them, like he's got to be putting this thing together. I'm not trying to put pressure on you, Travis, but look here, man. She's 34, almost 35. The clock is ticking now. I mean, who knows how many kids she has planned, whatever. Like, we need to see her love on top here coming up soon. So we've got to get this thing rolling. I think we're inside of a year. And I definitely think that the two of them have made a decision to, hey, if it happens, it happens. And you know what I mean. Like, no guardrails. If it happens, it happens. I believe they've moved to that space. So, hey, I want to see it. I can't wait to see when he proposes. And I hope it does it publicly, but we're inside a year. All right, finally, let's get here, Steve. This is made for us. If you don't know, Shannon Sharpe did a thing and it took over social media. I don't know. It was all up and down my timeline, Steve.
Did you watch the video?
47 times. I
didn't know what to expect. I kind of wish I hadn't watched it.
Oh, I did. I mean, hey, he's a sounder. He's a sound maker, and allegedly that Michelle lady's a sound maker too. But Shannon Sharpe was getting it in. He was getting nasty, and he accidentally, in his words, threw his phone on the bed when he was about to get after it, and in some form or fashion, his IG live went, and it went live, and heard all the sounds of the love making that he had with a young lady. Here is Shannon Sharpe's explanation last night on his show Nightcap. Him and Chad Ochocinco Johnson.
It was me being a healthy, active male. I mean, y'all thought I was bull jiving. Hey, I'll get it in. Real talk. Hey, yo.
This is what Shannon gets to do when he's not on a major television network anymore.
Oh, I gotta believe Shannon and Molly and them gonna find a way to bring that up when he goes back to ESPN on Monday. But the part about it, if you watched it, because listen, I set my alarm. I found when I saw that him release, he will tell his side, and it was coming on at 8:00. I set an alarm. And Steve, the part that baffles me is Chad Ochocinco's reaction to it. He comes on and he says, he does the whole father trick of, I'm not mad, I'm disappointed. He was disappointed. He was like, hey man, you can't, I expect more of you of that. Like he made, like he was like a father to Shannon. Shannon, you could hear that little jokes. I gets it in, but no, he was like, man, we got to be better than that. We got to be smarter than that. You got to understand, your technology. No technology. This is why I always tell you got to be up on it. And I'm disappointed. And I'm like, hold on, what is going? This is rich coming from you. That's what Kamala said to Trump the other night. This is rich coming from you and what you have done around here. Listen. I was surprised that Chad was going that route of it because you got thousands of viewers to the Nightcap last night and many more people who are going to be watching. That was a big night for the show last night because Shannon got caught up in there. Shoot, man, he made it seem like Shannon going and knocking her off was going to have them lose their jobs. No, this is going to help your job. You all might get a bonus out of this thing. So Chad's reaction blew me away.
That's got to rival the Cat Williams interview in terms of.
Oh, it's going to. It is going to. I'm telling you, boy. I was caught off guard by that, but as he said, man, he gets it in. And he sure sounded like he got it in. And I'd like to say on this Thursday, everybody listening to this, why don't you go get it in? Enjoy yourself. Get it in like Unc. Shout out to you, Shannon. And then don't let a hater like Chad Ochocinco come around and tell you he's disappointed. Hi, Mom and Courtney.